nikiombe kuruna Eco Network Africa ikio korengana roboti rurekero yari kurigereria amangana yuburai bwa subati ase county ya Kisii na Nyamira korengana report yali 53 7% y'abamenyi be county ya Kisii na Nyamira niko banjira netenga yes ntuganeti abasacha nabwo ntuganeti abasubati ase amangana yuburai. Again the same reporter igekwa siolinga abasubati osabangine 35 nayo 36 niko babolitekerwa gukwe MCA kurwa se county ya Kisii nabo yo 15 na batatu 18 bakabolia kurwa se county ya Nyamira, that is in 2017, but in both cases no yomo or make it through in both counties. Na still korengana ne report yeyo 87.4% ya wamenyi be county ya Kisii na Nyamira kulingana na report ye bawote banga have never voted for a woman except yoko beteri kwa ya women rep, but they have never voted for a woman. That is 87.4%. Ekeruku ligereli andake these statistics kuruase ekiombeke kya Eco Network Africa. Mosbati, what should she have hope for? If these statistics are something to hold up.
Statistics. That is indeed a very sad affair.
Yes.
A very sad affair. And I don't want to say it is right, it is wrong.
Yes.
Because 87%
yes.
that women did not vote for their fellow women. That is true. Because if they did,
yes.
Kangona bakungu tubwata abange. And a time is coming.
Yes.
Abakungu ba which realizing it is important to have abakungu in leadership. In genin manyetenga there was hope.
Yeah.
Akihope yo choro. Bono iga onyendi twachake program ya mentorship. You know, a problem to atwalire buno mugusi.
Yes.
A few women who have been in leadership positions mbanya wocha out ba mente others. I started politics in my own way.
Right.
Nobody on the time can hold my hand. When you didn't know to hold my hand, indeed I could be very far. Because I've worked with people na called siasa kuru Nairobi, I came back to Kisii, yes. I ran for a seat. But mono konyoranga untonyo letu muntu kutubwato koboko. I don't know whether it was because of selfishness, because into atwaleta abantu bamaendeleo na babo wirikiston sang. They were very powerful that time.
Yes.
But ingo wirikista handed over a mantle ya leadership in maendeleo ya wanawake. Nobody, no Kisii.
Yes.
We had the Catherine Nyamatole nominated member of parliament. Did they have even care who gets after them? A problem that we don't mentor others. Like now, maybe I'm going to get out of this politics. Who am I leaving behind? We are looking at it in school. And I was sharing with my other members of the county assembly.
Yes.
That we need to go even out to schools. We have gone a few schools here and there. That even those leadership positions, even in schools, yes. You need to start running for them. Because then we can change this culture. So that abana bali school ekero okonya usine prefect tiako muntu busaigo. Let us see what you can be able to do.
Right.
Tigo muntu atene na on sela zake. And even about these nominated MCAs, I don't want to just be given.
Yes.
Tigange with my ability.
All right.
So that we set standards of leadership. We do mentorship to set standards.
Okay.
Eka to set standards so that you can take out the wrong king or ya to sing in Jarengo Musani Yare. Or ya to sing in Joe are able.
Right.
But if we can say a key, Omonto nominated must display leadership qualities. Nanda to make a standard you masom, at least you have even a diploma.
Yes.
Go so you get a form for so that don't just pick anybody to come to the assembly. Assembly is supposed to legislate, represent, and oversight. When you bring to Tamanyitino Songo, that at school, even from Fako or Rocky certificate, then what are you telling people? That even our qualities of leadership we must be put in focus.
Yes.
And we have women who have gone to school. And I want to thank inje ngote babuno bo no igente kekio bo kia BBI that onyo sacho ko bo governor mokunguti gabe gento omo running mate for me una bono njinda ende mbase ko ligio running mate we kera bono na bundo chenche so that again this will help women to come up so that if I am a running mate, for example, you governor, I will have an opportunity to display my leadership qualities so that people can be able to see what am I able to do. So that again, take it out no mukungo no musacha kebe brainwashed from our people. Abangina. Yani my message to abangina. It's very unfortunate the way talk about to me unawagana. You know? Omo MCA ko liekerogo oko insight against your woman.
Yes.
A fellow woman. Kwanya oranga already obwata negative. Omuntu akoboni kyo mukungo lyawo koreta you cannot be able to see. But again nanoli oyo mo airu an opportunity.
Yes.
Tiatoteme tokori gasingia. Because yakara kwa airu an opportunity wa kori gasingia. I'm happy yo monare Nyamira yo monare Kisi.
Yes.
I will appeal to them. Let them do a good job. Let it be unique. Let them do things that is not normal business. So that no any chakarango chikotena, for example, in another word, I can use as my an example. So that think about the indaki word yomo ina fulani. Rolega siakorete. If you give me an opportunity, I'll also be able to do the same. But if you are given a small responsibility, and the Bible says that nyasaye gagote manigi ntegeke omanya gokoeke nene onye tubwato yomo aise ko bayogokore gasingia. God will allow men to be leaders because we have displayed our qualities. So we need to change our attitude, and I want to pray that God is going to touch these women who vote. Because majority of the people who vote are women. That omongina koranje. Because like now, what comes to the assembly, I'm not elected. But I have very few contribution to make. Ekiagera, ebinto bigo chari assembly, okoboli go elected, chiwodi bikogenda. Omo MC oboli ngaki, intota gete kolo chinsoko, for example. Na chinsoko usinichipara. Onyo musacha, of course will preferably go for roads. Lakini onyo nade ngomo nginaria. Konare gote bana ki abangina ko imokibale, they spend a lot of hours looking for water. So njetigamba bekere amachange so that the time they spend looking for water can be translated to do some economic activity. So the reasoning of a man and a woman are different. So I would prefer that abangina bamanyanga ki, if I went to that assembly bang akiriti chukura, it will not be the same as my priorities with a man are different. And I will want to look at the ECD. That is the back, the way you mold the microbarabake determines how they are going to grow. I will look at the ECD because that's how our young children will go. Because I'm a woman, I have children and I've given birth to children. So if you don't, onye keru toeta basacha bange una wono 45 elected. I will assume that if they came to that assembly and they want talking about women issues and male issues, the men issues will carry the day. So I would prefer that our women, I'm not saying that a partnership to work so that we can also be able to bargain. If we are in the table, are we dining or we are waiters? Those are two different things. If you are dining, you are different from a waiter. A waiter no monto kore trindagira batiga again. Lakini ayokori nko yore oigote omanya okoraki omanya gosoka. So the women must be able to make a choice. Yani, we must be able to make a choice. It is not an easy thing to do, but we need to make a choice at this point in time. That we say, and the only thing that we can do that, no go participate in an election. And the election does not start in voting. Election starts in the registration of votes. So that but they register as voters. So election tedi the same day of voting. Election starts is a process. So the moment it is a process, and that we need to be in that table so that they need to partake that food that is there. We are not going to move as women. Our issues are not going to be realized what our priorities are not going to be to come to this table, because the women are waiters. They are going to serve people and go. So those who are going to be in the table are going to be men. So the moment we realize that and start the process, 2022, do you have a vote as a woman? What is your mind? Are you compared the leadership of what na pengine monginogocha kutenda that time? Are we going to have issues to share that to bargain? Because politics is give and take. Right. So if we come to the table, we shall be able to give our issues. If you are a man, we have 1, 2, 3. Can you tell us how? So that to sign an agreement at the table. Right. And when we start like that, so that every time. Okay. So it is a process. I want to give people hope that if we start changing our mindset, right, as a leader. Yes. All right. Wiyakirima mwachomotegenerio kiria Mheshimiwa Caren Magara igase studio Mheshimiwa kurase bunge ye county ya Kisii kero tokinya kurigererwa na sini ga weseseme yabara yanene burai bwaba subatia seliro ba balia agusi andaka Mheshimiwa tigandara ko bekira enkwanere ga yabana inchi bekaranda kengo kubolia na kiyogo cha kuwarigereria nene amangana yoburai webyama because party politics naro negento Kenya ga na roge kweni kiwane na sechinsemo chindi lakini ensemo yabana inchi kuroiga liro ba liagusia na roba goteba iguro ya siasa yebyama tenkobekereri ndonyara kuba kogo tegerera ekero to worienga nkorigereri muri kiama gose no muntu mukorigereria gose no mubuko ndana bale kubora na bukara tegera before you respond to it. Yes. Na wananchi andake buno murai gusi bado ekiama ngibwato munguso ndaka gura bangina boro bate biringa tubakurigerera nebe yasa tumetinga abangina balimo lengere tukoche kubolie ibirogo chibesa cheisanira chibesa isanisho. Yes. Yante una gusi igere tofauti sana. Okay, ndio una ruo Nyanza. Epati mambo nero mambo yote. ODM. Yes. 99.9%. No, I'll say 99, I think 98%. Let me give the 2%. Right. Because in 2013, Moscow Bado won from PDP, a very little known party. Bogere is different from Kisii, for example. Yes. So it is not the issue of money. Marobu, so long as you are home and dry. Right. Kisii, objectively. Kisii, I think he got totally democratic. Okay. Apart from the issue of money, right, into fairly democratic. Also realize chikura cha 2013. Nature 2013, 2007, 2013. Right. I think 2013 and 2017. Let me talk about 2013, 2017. Nasa igake runke na jubigie Kanyora. That is the same with Nyamira and Kisii. Yes. I think we are fairly democratic in terms of voting. Right. Yani intu ntoliwa tabanga chikura chonspi echiko genda ODM. Wasn't ntoliwa ta chonspi nganju bili chiko genda. We try in the national, now I'm talking about the national politics. we kind of moderate echinde na bori aranyore chinkake kubuo yonde but still kero muntu ngonyora kura from Kisii.
Okay.
Ekero tokurigere political parties chire to bono chikura gusi tiante berubo bochumbe.
Yes.
PDP ne bwate abantu babiri. That is from Nyaribali. I mean from Bobasi, ase Omoske Innocent Mumanyi and Bonjari Roy York. Those are from PDP. Okonyora Kenya National Congress, which is my party. The bwate babiri.
Okay.
O machoge chache na South Mogirango. Okonyora Jubilee. Bibire. Koru Bonyaribali chache. And you know the story continues. We have even Ford Kenya. So and unfortunately we have a ruling government that does not have a member of parliament.
Okay.
In Kisii. To what monto ODM governor regardless ngongwaine governor no mo ODM Janet Ongera no mo ODM Ongeri no mo ODM. Yes. Those are county seats. But we don't have a member of parliament. That tells you ngaki abantu bagusimba likurigere really ingo in particular montare. That is one. Number two, the issue of clanism will come into play. I want to give you an example of South Mogirango because that's where I come from. Okay. The party leader Yongo Manson Yongo Nyamwaya was running for a member of a gubernatorial seat. Then when you go to Mogirango, clan nyinga kubwa wanda. So we couldn't have supported him omuntu kurwa se clan kiaye Munyaramba. Yes. Esengenjo no harikuru. So we went to kaum ticket yete kagenda tu Omoige. Okay. Omoige is a very small clan in South Mogirango. But the support of Oyongo, because you have to negotiate. You know, politics is about strategy. Right. You negotiate with these people. You say them, okay, inje moko ngechi obo governor, lakini inje na ngo support ndo mwano ino ase, ekirogo kyo bochumba. Okay. It came from Osoro, Mweshimo Osoro comes from a very small clan in South Mogirango. But he won. Yes. So the issue of clanism in Kisii politics comes to play. Okay. That is number two. The issue of money as well. Okay. But before we get to there, there are so many things that come to play. Clanism, which political party, what kind of strategy have you put in place? Yes. Because you have to divide the majority clan. So what a strategy from a given clan so that you vote have divided or clan. So we have politics of clanism. Yes. We have politics of money. There is also politics of patronage. Nyanza. Patronage is that there is a clan that is perceived koba ahead of others. You know? So Kisii really the party does not come on top. Okay. It only came on top when we had Nyachai running for presidency. That was in 2013. Okay. And that is when we had all members of Kisii community in Ford people. Right. That was the only time. But in Kisii, very many political parties come to play. Just like in the county assembly. Okay. We have 45 members elected. Some are in Kanu, others are in Jubilee, others are in PDP, others are in Ford Kenya, you know, others are in Social Congress. So they can take care because then abantu fairly, even if politics are trying to play, I want to say in politics nero, I mean in the clanism are trying to play na money, yes. But at least no muntu nerenga ki chisera chi au chiro kon because muntu tago kwa besa busaigo tago tebi kindi na ndo mwakiri. Right. Because you are angering aki oyolende no ngachi besa chi. I want to believe that is how women sit and argue. But I want to give an appeal to abangina baba ko kwa na yoro yechi besa. This is the cost we pay. Ekerotoko okwaigwe besa kwa mawakiro muntu kura is the cost we pay. Ekero muntu liako genda orachi kora recover chibesa chia. You know? Brian ni muntu ago chako ego sina 100 shillings. Yes. Never 500. Okoide use 1000 even. Okoide leave alone 50 chiriba kwa want 100. Umuntu okoide 1000. Umuntu nko genda ali bunge for 5 years. 1000 each bagirango. For those 5 years, how many will you be getting every month?
can't even add up.
It can't add up. So we need to come out of this issue ngakini chiwe sankuligiri. Because chiwe se chiga karona yori karona ko na ko uri kura. No chom on take to task. Njotara korereki ngo tebia kura ya ona korete na ko goriti. So you will not be able to hold me accountable.
Yes.
Nja will say ngari karotora tenene uno mugusi wose una abantu bali to waka chikura. Totebe ngaki inture ron totagete besa tori ose totagete. Totebe yango mipangilio kiobwate for the totebe nga kiagera member of county assembly na bako bari called. If you enter into an agreement with the member of the county assembly nando tebe ngoto kwa etam ya 2 years beke bintu bya ogaiga and don't ask for money otebe paragete ninchende ke bitacho iga ninchenkore gento gete chiskuru gete nkoro osinde because mo MP mo MCA tabu atebe sakoro serpara chiwe sachidine tax yao. It is your money.
Yes.
People should be able to understanding aki nga okonya ko ebereri omuntu aja koretera mind. It is your right because ebe serine ya ekorusiku ya ira na wote. The only thing yo mo MCA agokora no ko oversight na go represent in the assembly. Na ninga kya go represent ako make your priorities buno mwa iwananire. So if we can take them to account mwari ikira nanse mwata watu akoire 2 years. We want to know what the yakra to akoire 2 years. If you don't tell you, we will recall you because you have that power to recall an MCA. And again, I go to this back to the same point that as women, as voters, we have to go back to the table so that it over diners not to wait. All right. So that we can be able to hold our own destiny in our hands. Because Omo MCA, Omo member of parliament, Omo governor should be able to be taken to account. Yes. You need to ask Minki. You already are vulnerable. I think we'll take it to account. Yes. Because I bought it from you. So let us not sell our birthright. A birthright with the conditions. Right. Let us give people conditions. Let us choose leaders of substance, of integrity. Okay. So that it can't just because I think if we refrain from just voting and being given money to vote, then we shall be crying every time. Right. Yes.
Okay. Pia kimando chinga hebiro na via tumenyukiriga kiandagi komia senchira ya bene kigima iliokilia ya mheshimiwa Caren Magara igase studio somoro bali wabaraina amagendero imerede vuna 102.0 FM hase hakusanga manaintwa anena samangana yobora ya seliro bali agusia taka mheshimiwa kwali bagelinda na orwa ebirengele bya obyo mweli karoto ko korera gambo ili tukulya lero. Your last statement to Mugusi.
Last statement. Ditanga ningo akirava toba mitombi ya mono nani ko batabi ngo burwairo bombororo ditanga nimo ebogo kubeka mask esibia magoko dalira small ye sabuni engi yayo wesbeli no nyama konga na wesbia magoko and keep social distancing. Asa mangana yechi leadership nariko sababa angina tigango toteme na intu tobeka bangina baita sebiro. We are not saying inga bagakamba abororo abangina babo na bagakaba koreki babororo omongine narego gotebia sotegerete ekura yao nero irakoe obusibule no busibule boli bo togoteba chichiro ali soko enda wachikobeke chibando chiao bosoko ne chingeni no ende shedi kwa beke that you can be able to hold your elected members to account. The only thing you can do ora akore to was overhaul to account no gotendenera omosmamo onga oborai ogochora tari okugurigwa tari okuguru ochiwake kura nanale gotebarende nga 2022 nabangi na amshwa bangi nambache batenna bange kurwa sebinyoro mure abangi najikakamwe yentonke yora egu free oikote nene okirwanirire ekero gotenna gokirwanirira nari nae turakororenga no ene biroge bibinde bigo chakoegunga nomination. You cannot just be gotten from home ngori gigukurwe jikoni yao nganjiko chiabo no tokoegiru. You must be able to participate. Finally onya gogo chikobori ekero gokoro mongina look at a political party because mostly abangine kero to gochwetene birogo okonyora nga tokogenda ase ebyama bitamanyiri okogenda to the mainstream political parties, because then you are sure or win a nomination, you are able to marshal the support even from a big party na bantu bakororenga you are serious. Tiatu sabirane nande toko sabe ndwali ya corona nyasato eteliare. We keep on praying for each other. Na bali once motegereta abandi motali more vulnerable, we want to pray that God is going to help you out. Na ande as a county ntatagitego tebango moske governor Ngwae will do the needful when it comes to providing or cushioning the members of Kisii County. Thank you so much and God bless you.
All right. Maybe even before we call it to an end, I think kama kusina kaniko iguana ndu aigwa nsemo ya BMCA wako bagatia aliba kopuna machiko ya wizara ya buchino ande wakabikwe karantini ekero chimbuni chichikurwa sabarai million to yoko wasana na kuchaso mwananchi kawaida mwananchi naga niko igwakurwa se liogiria onga ekenege nto kiaelire gozena ende na mbwera agandira kwa neki bogwechimosyoga and maybe onye muraika okoraiga. What should we expect then from the common man?
Brian, that is a very sad affair.
Yes.
And the leaders are supposed to read from the front. But again, I would want to say that nabara inabora bumanya bantu.
Okay.
Okonyora kwa gosire as maybe at the wrong side of the law. Okay. Because they are also human beings. But it is a sad affair and I want to apologize kwa niaba ya waheshimiwa. Ntavenga it was not intentional. Maybe it was amagosa abete and
basi bono mwancho mategero radio vuna 102.0 FM elini goli abere lyogi lyo mheshimiwa Caren Magara yole ngaiga se studio me radio vuna 102.0 FM asomoro oli babaraina amagendero asa yuto beroko batogo sangane gedrenga bukwa beroko bagokwegira biberego sebitato anena kyo kwerenda chinga keche gachia corona naboigo amangana amangari ngitobura yanene wabasuba tekero bale asabisi ukaretera bono mheshimiwa Caren Magara mwe bunga mochora se ebunga ye county ya Kisii niko na alenge nyacha Brian karongo gote bono nga enekia ngogandore kwene kibirengo bigoro byobachenu kubwate machikali abekiro ne wizara yobachenu linde gotanga ukuranda kuburire bwa COVID-19 asenge njokero kwerendera yo manyene nabwo kwerendere uyoyo mino muramonere gurenda sura seka ketali ketambe elietaliane nyacha Brian
Uchilio soto mwa kabwa kimambia bamareka bale bakwana kisomo sombe road bakomote bibange family